Hello.
Hi everyone, welcome to new Game of Thrones live chat. In this live chat, we'll be breaking down the second trailer that came out, and of course, as always, we have Kenny, Game of Thrones resident expert, who knows everything about
everything. Not just about game. I know everything about everything. Not
everything.
Sounds
good. Yeah,
Yep.
Sorry. Just checked. We're all good.
All right, so for those of you who are new, or just as a reminder, if you have any questions or comments, you can leave them in the chat box next to the video, or leave them in the comment section if you're watching this after it's live. Mostly, I think we're going to go through shot by shot. We've screenshotted the trailer, so we'll be discussing in detail. Everything
and sharing our thoughts. Starting with
let's go.
Yes, Sansa. That opening shot, especially with her talking.
Actually, you wanted to talk about the music first, right?
Yes. Yeah. So actually, I was really surprised when I heard the Light of the Seven being used to basically to power this soundtrack, because it was such a big moment last season when they were using this for that big Cersei takedown scene where she's just slayed, went all Beyonce on the.
Is that what she did? She went Beyonce? Is that what?
She went queen. She went queen on this.
Okay. I feel like
yes.
I feel like you're putting Beyonce in a bad light.
Yeah, I was like, wow.
It depends how you look at it. But like what I felt in that moment, in that scene, using that music at the time, was like it was finality, like ending things, starting something fresh, and using that same music for the trailer. I think there's also some level of finality in this. Like we're going down, we're taking this down. We're just gonna go full out. So it just felt, the music just made this trailer, right, I think, into the first one.
It made it epic.
Sure.
I loved the first trailer we got. I was over the moon with it. But yeah, just the music alone with this one, even though I was like, oh, I've heard this piece before, but that was what triggered me, right? Triggered. I was triggered, and in a good way,
Yeah. And this is a small anecdote about this music. I literally, when we went to watch the concert, that's literally the #1 reason why I went to the concert, just to hear that music live. And when I heard it, I was so excited. I was like, oh my God. And Sandra was like, chill. Like, it's so good.
Really? Sandrine, were you holding him back?
I know.
No, I wasn't.
Anyways, that's the trailer. That music. Let's go. All right, let's start with the trailer. First shot.
Sansa.
I think the shot is less interesting with what she was saying, right?
Right, exactly. It's a quote. It's a quote that's basically about equating their family to a pack of wolves, and they're basically saying when the winter comes, the lone wolf dies out, but the pack survives. And basically, it's saying we have to stay together, or we're going to die. And it's interesting because some people have pointed out that at the very end of her speaking these words, her voice it cracks, it kind of breaks, and so it's almost like she's saying it sadly, as in perhaps someone from the family has just died, and she's quoting that, a lone wolf. People are speculating that could be Arya. People are speculating that could be Jon. I don't think it's Jon. But
yeah, I don't think it's Jon either.
Or people are speculating that she thinks someone is dead who maybe is not actually dead, which also is a possibility. Some people have also surmised that it might be a warning that she gives to Arya, because in the books, it's a warning that Ned gives to Arya way back in book 1. If you guys remember the scene on the steps in the series where Ned sits down next to Arya in King's Landing, and he's talking to her about how you shouldn't hate your sister Sansa, and you shouldn't fight with her, you should stick together, blah blah blah. They did not, for whatever reason, in the series, in the show, they did not include the line that he speaks, which is about how the lone wolf dies out, but the pack survives. Well, suddenly here we hear it from Sansa's lips of all people. So it's got a lot of us sort of prognosticating and buzzing about it. It's cool.
Yeah, yeah. It's is it possible that she's talking about herself though?
That's possible. That's possible as well. I mean, you know, if she's about to strike out on her own, is she then predicting her own death? A lot of people, me included, have predicted that she possibly dies this season, which I hope not. She's one of my favorite characters, but you know.
I would think it would make sense for her to die, to be honest with you. I think her purpose, while not complete, is near its end, because no one is under the illusion that she's going to be Queen of the North. I don't think anyone is. I think if there's an attempt, it would fail, just because she's not in the whole getting into the White Walkers and getting at them. That's not her mission. And I feel like because Jon is more determined, more ahead on that particular end, she might not. I don't think she's gonna catch up to it. I don't think she's gonna become warrior queen to take down the White Walker. So yeah, it makes more sense for me to her getting to Sansa getting Sansa not making it this season.
It's interesting though, because there's sort of people who study George R. R. Martin's writings. They try to predict, you know, what the show is actually doing that the books are going to do and doing that the books don't do. And there's two completely different trains of thought with this. One being that the Jon Snow story is sort of the traditional hero's journey, right? I mean, he talks about this as the hero's journey kind of story that he doesn't write about very often. That does not mean that that Jon Snow is maybe his first epic stab at that. The other being something that has heavily influenced him over the years was the War of the Roses, which was, you know, a real-time thing where the House Lancaster and House, see, I want to say Stark because it's not Stark, York. In England, the House Lancaster and House York were the two houses of the Roses, and they clashed for almost 100 years. And, you know, there was York kings and there were Lancastrian kings and all that stuff. George, I want to say borrowed, stole almost directly from that certain parts that are that show up, certain themes that show up very prominently in his story. And sort of the ones, sort of the queen that you didn't think was going to rise and sort of survive everyone else, sort of rising up and getting to the top, is kind of one of the themes of that story. So people, again, you've got arguments from one camp saying, oh no, it's going to be Jon's story, it's a traditional story, and other people going, no, you know, it's War of the Roses. So we think this sort of signifies that he's gonna raise Sansa up from nothing. And there are a couple clues way back. Was it season 2? Tyrion mentioned, he said, "You may outlive us all," which some people have said that's kind of a foreshadowing, you know. And I've sort of held that close to her because Sansa is one of my favorite characters. So I've sort of said, maybe that's it. Maybe they've just predicted that she's one of the ones there at the end when it all happens. I mean, what do I think the chances are? Not great. But it's more of me fearing for her life really than saying, oh, I think it's her time. Wow.
All right, let's move on to the next photo.
Yes, we've spent like 10 minutes on one photo. Because I've just been going on and on about the War of the Roses.
Stream, guys, get ready.
I do think that it would be interesting if Sansa was the one to stay, because alive in the end.
I think Arya is more likely to stay than her.
But see, I feel like Jon, Daenerys, Arya, all those fighters that we expect to survive, we're like, yeah, Arya, yeah, Jon, yeah, Daenerys. But Sansa, I feel like, is more of like this, not side character, but like, you're like, well, you know, what is she gonna do? But I feel like that's almost more realistic as this show can be. That everybody goes to war and she to be the one
warrior rises. Yeah, and again, that mirrors sort of the War of the Roses. You know, attrition is what won out. So that's sort of the tale that he tells, and if you read up on that
Yeah.
stuff and you know it, then you see all the little seeds that he sort of plants, and he takes bits of this and puts it in this part, and so he doesn't say, okay, the Yorks are the Starks and the Lancasters are the Lannisters. That's not how it went. But he takes a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Oh, let's put House Tudor over here, and it's interesting. If there's a couple really good write-ups that I read online a number of years ago that just spread everything out. And I said, wow, George has almost thieved this thing, but it's interesting. Yeah, it's cool. Next,
Great writer is a great thief. So the wall. And
so actually, I will say that I will thank Watchers on the Wall. With your prime source for all Game
of Thrones. Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, because I didn't realize, I didn't even see Mira and Bran in this photo because they're so tiny. But I was like, oh yeah, there they are.
That's definitely Mira and Bran.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah.
One is standing, one is not. Therefore, it's Mira and Bran.
Yeah. Next up, John. Okay.
Yeah, he's about to finish actually something. He's got a number of his cronies there north with him. We'll see in a couple more pictures. We've got other shots of other people that we can kind of point out. The dude in the background. Some people are like, "Oh, that might be Davos," but that's not Davos. That's not Davos.
Sorry.
That's just that is as close as you can get, I think, to a red shirt. Sorry, dude, you're dead.
Yeah.
Oh no.
He's gonna be the Brad Lannister of season 7.
All right.
So I was confused about this shot.
Okay.
Where are we?
We are in King's Landing because you see the Red Keep is there in the distance.
Yeah.
You see it? That's in the distance. The Cersei is. I tell you what, man. Cersei, she's like, fuck Baratheon. I'm not. That stag is coming nowhere near anything of mine. She's completely just tossed it. I mean, it's bad enough that that they sort of conflagrated the stag and the lion to be like equals, which traditionally is not what you did. But now it's just all lions, and everyone's like, Cersei's queen. Guess so. She's Cersei Lannister, not Cersei Baratheon. Has anyone ever called her Cersei Baratheon, though? Seriously.
I mean, I haven't heard the word Baratheon in so long on that show, so.
Right.
That would say a lot. All right, moving on. Our only shot of Cersei in this trailer.
And I think I know where this is. And this is interesting. She's looking sort of archly around. Well, you can see this weird shape kind of on the wall in the background, right?
Yeah.
I think that's a dragon skull. I think she is down. I think she is down where Arya was in season 1, when Arya was running between all the skulls and those massive teeth and stuff like that when she was out there hiding. I think this leads to the dragon pit that we will see a shot of it near the very end of this video that we're taking.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, I think we'll see a pathway to the dragon pit.
So this is a two-picture shot.
Wait, I think.
Sorry, what were you saying?
Oh, no, I was just saying, and this is King Dragonstone.
Dragonstone,
yeah.
So we've seen this in the previous trailer.
In the previous trailer, just seeing her,
Danny.
Plotting.
Plotting. I think they just arrived, and
I get that feeling too. I don't think she's plotting just yet. I think this is her arrival. And you see later on this video, she comes upon the flaming heart crowned stag flag that she sort of tears down. It used to belong to Stannis.
Took a shot of her, but we'll get. So this is Dragonstone as well, right?
Yes.
Is that the shot of some photos that came out of Davos with Gendry, right?
It might be. We can't really tell here if that's what it is, but we know Gendry is going to make an appearance. We've seen him multiple times.
I think we've seen him in the trailer, yeah.
So did he just reach shore? Is that what we're?
No, I don't.
We're gonna.
I don't know if that's it. There's another shot that you'll see later on that has Theon actually falling to his knees on the shore, and we have some theories about that as well. Here's Arya. Yeah, heading north.
Yeah. There's a question that I wanted to pick. JJ Russell asks, wasn't Stannis in Dragonstone in an earlier season? Yes, that was where Stannis
That was where we started with Stannis. The very first scene with Stannis was on that beach right there. Mm-hmm. They had the idols of all the old gods, and they were burning them.
Mm-hmm.
So
yeah, but now he's gone. So Daenerys went to.
She virtually lands unopposed, I believe. Everyone's just like, come in.
This is another.
We don't.
Yeah, this is another one of those solo shots, because some of the characters in this trailer appear multiple times, but some, such as Cersei and Arya, only appear once.
Well, I think we've seen them more in the previous trailer.
Right.
Some characters that we didn't see in the previous trailers, we're seeing them in this one, and vice versa.
That's a good point. But the part that I thought was interesting in this shot was the fact that in the previous trailer, we see Arya in a cold environment. This seems less cold.
This is going to be prior to that, because her clothes are ratty. I mean, you can see the cloak is like full of holes. Yeah. She doesn't have her furs yet, so this is going to be before she gets to Winterfell, or maybe as she's arriving to Winterfell. Maybe that's it. Although I see a little bit of sort of green trees in the background, and I don't think we'd see that yet. I think Winterfell is completely snowed in right now.
Same clothes as in the previous shot. In the previous shot where where she's with the horse and there's snow all around her.
Yes, there is. Yeah, she wears the ratty clothes in that scene as well. Yeah.
So I'm wondering, right? So is this prior to that, or is this after that?
Good question. They are both prior to her returning to Winterfell, and I believe that she will get there after Jon leaves. So we're probably going to see. We're probably not going to get the reunion we want with Arya and Jon, but so they'll miss each other. But we'll see.
Wouldn't Winterfell be like super cold though?
Oh yeah. She's gonna go, but it's her home, so she's gonna try to go back.
Yeah.
Especially if she learns that Jon's been crowned king in the north.
True. No. I see. No. I just answered my own question. Thank you. Okay. Cool. Next image. Jaime. Sir Jaime. So where do you think he is?
Highgarden. Look at look at the little dude. You see the dude sitting, laying down at the very bottom of the screen.
Chilling like
Oh yeah, you see him? It's a light green jacket in the exact same style that in season 3 we had a tertiary character who had like one line. We called him Cheese Boy. He didn't have a role, but he was a very pretty, basically House Tyrell's servant. And he followed the Queen of Thorns around, and he waited on her hand and foot. And he was wearing the same green jacket. Now, do we think it's him? No. But this tells us that Jaime is probably going to be taking Highgarden, and we're going to probably be seeing a lot of dead House Tyrell people. Probably not the Queen of Thorns. I don't know if she's going to be there. I hope not. I don't want to see like Jaime like killing the Queen of Thorns. That would disturb me.
Last we saw her, wasn't she at Dorne?
Yeah, she was at Dorne last we saw her. I don't think she went across the ocean with all the ships to get Daenerys. I don't think we saw anything like that, but I could be wrong. But she's a little old to make that trip, so maybe she went back to Highgarden, and maybe this is whatever. But this is Jaime at Highgarden, so at some point he's going to invade successfully and take it.
So I would say this is prior to that fight with the Unsullied.
I believe so. Yes.
Yeah. So that's because it seems that would be more logical.
Little finger.
Why is he always lurking though? He's such a lurker.
He's little fingering. It's what he does. Let him do it.
Yeah.
Look at those eyes. Look at that handsome face. I love that man.
Little finger.
I love that shot.
Ah.
Though. That's great.
That's another. We had the similar shot in the previous trailer.
Yeah, it's the same shot. And we now believe that that is Grey Worm, sharpening a spear or a dagger.
Got it. Got it. Interesting that they repurposed a shot, right?
Uh huh. Well,
Wouldn't
not repurpose. You can show the same shot in a preview. It's not really repurposing it.
That happens.
Yeah, we do it a lot.
Americ is like, I feel like I've been
I've cheated. I've been cheated.
new footage.
Yeah.
It's the same footage. It's the same show. Like,
I'm just saying they could have
there's only
added
so much.
They could have added a different angle. I'm just saying.
Maybe they don't have a different angle.
Anyways.
Gosh.
This is Danny. This is Dragonstone, and that is a cave she's approaching. By the way, see a little hole?
Yeah, yeah.
Big hole. That's a cave.
Huh.
There's
Traditional.
another
maybe?
shot. I can't remember if it's in this. No, it's not. It's not in this preview. It's there was a behind-the-scenes thing that showed her going into this cave, this really tight cave that looked like it was full of obsidian. And I think this is where we're going to get our little obsidian trove.
Dragonstone theory. What's up?
Oh yeah.
So that's her looking at the
the flaming heart stag, they call it, which is the Stannis's personal sigil he took when he took the Lord of Light into his breast and accepted R'hllor as his Lord and Savior.
And birthed a ghost baby. I mean, he didn't birth it,
Yeah.
but he created it.
Dragons! Come on, Sandrine, can I get a dragons?
Dragons!
Yeah! That's awesome.
I
Love it.
All right. Oh. So this is interesting. Every single shot of Tyrion is always him looking.
Yeah.
Just we don't know what's happening. We don't see him with anyone else. He's always him by himself, just looking.
We have a guess. Do you want to know the guess? The guess is because we've also seen behind the scenes shots of Jon in the same area. We think this is one of the dragons taking a liking to Jon. And
Jon
to Jon, because Jon's a Targaryen, right?
Oh.
So we think sort of Tyrion's going, that dude's gonna ride a dragon. Or that dude is riding a dragon.
That would be amazing.
That would be amazing.
They're like,
That's what,
You must be like-
we don't have any proof
Tyrion
of
is
this.
probably-
It's just a theory,
Yeah.
but I enjoy the
Tyrion's
theory.
probably
Because
jealous.
every shot we've seen of Tyrion, he's looking like amazed, right? But why would he look?
Yeah.
Why would he look amazed? He's seen dragons like 80,000 times now, so it has to be something completely different for him for it to knock over Tyrion, for him to actually stop drinking and knowing things, and for him to take notice. It's got to be something really different. And Jon befriending a dragon, I think, would do that.
I feel like Tyrion, there's also some envy, maybe. Like, I've always wanted to, like,
Oh
ride a
yeah.
dragon.
He's dreamed of riding a dragon all his life. So yeah, a little bit of envy.
My concern is the fact that they've just keep showing him in the same sort of like lonely, just solitary shots, right? That's the part that I'm concerned more than anything else. I would think that it might signify something like a part of the whole finality theme going on in this trailer. That this is it.
Yeah.
For our good friend.
No.
See, my thing is
that would be our big moment.
no, because my thing is, especially with a lot of what they're showing us in the trailer, I think they know that study those trailers in depth, and I think that's all they can show us, because otherwise we're gonna put together. Maybe there's like such a big storyline.
Oh, got it. So there's something so big that this is all you can show.
It's
That's
just
how big it is.
just Tyrion's reaction to it.
Okay, because you have to understand, they're not showing anything. Like Danny showing her in so many different situations. Him, it's always the same thing, and you don't know if he's in conflict.
Also, I
if
feel like
he's
they're
in
only-
love or whatever.
Yeah, because I feel like they only have 7 episodes. If you notice, I think we're seeing different versions of them arriving at Dragonstone. We haven't really seen much past that. Like you see Dany always at Dragonstone at the cave.
Right.
I think like she's not really. There's not much that they give us. Like they give us shots, but there's
so
many possibilities.
I think Tyrion's getting got. It's the feeling I'm getting. It's the feeling I'm getting.
Again, you think everybody's gonna die? So.
Well, no. Did I say everyone? I said Tyrion gonna get got.
Didn't you think Sansa was gonna
Moving
get
on.
Americ, if that comes true, I'm gonna remember it, and I'm gonna let you tell me I told you so.
Oh, believe me, you don't have to let me tell you.
Okay.
This is Americ. He will say everybody dies that way. He can say, "I told you so."
But is he wrong? Is he wrong though?
True. Eventually, he'll be right.
Yeah, either I'm right or I'm almost right. That's pretty much all it is. You know, even when I'm wrong, I'm almost right. So Tyrion, Theon.
Theon, yeah.
Yes.
What is up with him?
Well,
so
still
I think this is during the ship attack.
The ship with the flames and all that stuff. I still don't know if
they're actually subsequent.
If Euron's got a dragon, like how else would there be fire raining down?
No, I have a theory. I have a massive theory.
Okay,
but there's a shot. No, there's a shot after that actually explains it.
This?
Keep going. No. It's after. It's after. We'll get back to it. So that's Grey Worm, right?
Yeah, it's Grey Worm, and this is going to be, I'm almost 100% certain, that's going to be Casterly Rock, because you remember Tyrion, back in season 2, complained to Varys that his father had put him in charge of all the sewers in Casterly Rock, and he said, and I made the sewers run more efficiently than anyone before me at Casterly Rock. They're the most efficient sewers ever. And this is around the same time he started complaining to Varys about the god of tits and wine. But I think that sort of foreshadows that here's Grey Worm, and look, there's a hole. That may be something that Tyrion said, oh, by the way, let me show you this map of all our sewers. So you can just go take the sucker from the inside. And I think that's Grey Worm looking at us like, yeah, what's that? You know what that is? That is akin to that viral picture of that little girl who's looking at the camera as the house burns in the distance. Right? You guys know that one? That's what that is. If someone needs to Photoshop that for me. Photoshop Grey Worm instead of the little girl with the burn. And we'll just title it Casterly Rock. And I'll give you you'll get an Axie No prize.
Or you have a meme. It's like when you know you're gonna really kill some people, when you know you're gonna take over. It's like
yes.
See that we have a whole hashtag blame Americ going on in the chat.
You know what?
Because Americ said Tyrion might die, so JJ Russell said if Tyrion dies, we can hashtag blame Americ, and then everybody kind of jumped.
Everybody jumped on the bandwagon.
I agree.
I think
guys, it's hashtag.
Why gotta blame me? I didn't write this. I'm just calling the things as they are, not as I want them to be. I don't want him to die. Let's move on. All right.
But it sure is fun blaming him.
Our faves.
Yes.
Our faves. Yeah. You see, I don't think they're gonna die. See, look at me. Nobody's saying, "Hey, look." Everybody's like, everybody's going. Yes. Yo, chill with the comments, yo. No,
and wait. Those are the only two that will die, and we'll be like, "Come on, Americ."
Well, look, Americ, you're either right or you're alt-right, so choose one.
God. All right, let's move on. All right, moving on. Oh,
the Hound.
There's actually another shot of the Hound, right?
Yes, there is. But
we'll hold off on it then.
But hold on. But
wait,
actually, this is interesting about the Hound right now.
He's in the north.
He's in the north.
He's in the north.
He's in the far north.
Well, it makes sense because he's with Beric Dondarrion and Thoros of Myr, who are also
with Jon.
Yeah.
So I'm still on my original theory that Jon is still trying to convince people in the north that the White Walkers are coming. I'm still on that theory.
He's at No, absolutely not. At this point, he's won them over. He is trying to convince Daenerys, I think, that the Walkers are more important than her taking King's Landing. I think he's like, oh, look, we have these 3 great weapons of mass destruction that we'd love to use against the White Walkers. And I think she's going to be like, prove it to me.
Trailer, right? Where doesn't John speak in the trailer where it sounds like he's talking about the war
and our people and he's trying to here's the thing. This is why it doesn't make sense what you're saying. If he had convinced his own people, he would not be by himself in the north just with Beric Dondarrion and his happy.
He's not by himself.
He doesn't have an army of people with him.
Maybe he decided to go with a group to do something.
No, the only reason why the King of the North would go by himself is either he's no longer the King of the North for some reason, convincing them. That's the only reason he would be by himself.
Or he's convincing Dany. He went down to Dragonstone to meet with her. This is my theory. He goes to Dragonstone early. I think we see that meeting in the north with him in episode 1, and I think he's at Dragonstone either by the end of episode 1 or early on in episode 2. And at that point, I think Dany's like, it's not enough. Prove it to me. Bring me something that will prove that this is more important than the throne that I've been thirsting after this whole time.
So you're saying this is a mission spurred by the Dany meeting. I'm saying this is a mission spurred by the fact that he's been either overthrown by his people or needs to convince them.
No, he's not getting overthrown.
I feel like I'm right. All right.
Well, if you're wrong, Americ, we know who to blame. And if you're right, we also know who to blame.
I can't win. All right. Very interesting. This is I think this is during the Lannister fight.
Yeah.
Where the Unsullied are getting shot down.
Yeah, they're trying to scale the walls, but the primary force, I think, is going into the sewers. But yeah, you have to make a run at the walls, or they're like, what are these dudes doing?
Lannisters are not a bunch of bitches, you know. They're doing. They're going hard. Yeah, this is just another shot of
the fight.
I think this is a Dothraki, right?
Yeah, that looks like Dothraki. But this is a field of fire. Now look at the fire in the background. There are going to be dragons in this scene.
There's going to be another angle where we see more dead body.
So
but
that's the water,
This
right?
is the ship. Yes.
Oh, look at this.
So
that's Yara. Oh,
yeah. Oh, jumping?
Yara, and look down. Look at her target. I think that is Euron.
Oh,
I think we're going to see a Yara Euron throwdown on a ship on fire.
Okay, I think this is where there is coming up. Next shot. I think. Next shot. Okay.
America's like next shot.
Oh no, not yet. All right. So yeah, this we see Bronn and Jaime.
Yeah.
You know, in the back saying, "All right, guys, pull, hold it, hold it." All right.
Crow.
No, a murder of crows.
Yes? Murder. Yes, very good.
It's a murder of crows. Did you not know this? When you see a group of crows together, it's a murder of crows.
Really?
Yes.
I had no idea.
It's like a herd. Was it a herd of cattle, a murder of crows, a flock of seagulls?
Yeah.
Okay.
So I mean, I would guess this has to do with Bran, obviously.
Yes, Bran is definitely warged into one of those, and then the next shot is the Night's King looking up, going, "You motherfucker!"
It's like,
are you spying on me?
He's like, are you spying on me? What?
Yeah, I don't. We're gonna
hear the Night's King's voice climb like 3 octaves. What?
Oh God. I would love if we could hear the Night's King.
No, I think that we should never hear him, because I don't think any voice would give it justice. Like, I think it's a lot creepier if he doesn't have a voice.
Screw it. I want the voice. Who's with me? Who's with me? Comment.
Leave a comment, guys. Who wants to hear like Darth Maul's actor, which was like super high pitched, and they were like, "Oh no, we can't use that," and then, so they dub him over with a deep voiced guy.
Yeah. All right. Moving on.
He kind of looks like Darth Maul.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like Darth Maul.
He's the whitewashed version of Darth Maul.
So, is this Vision or Warging?
Warging.
That's
Warging, yeah.
why.
The white eye.
Because that's what he does when he wargs. Visions don't make
That's
him,
what he does when he has a
no,
vision.
visions don't do the eyes. He just closes his eyes for the vision. He just goes to sleep.
Are you 100% on this?
94%.
Well,
That's not 100 though.
well, also, I think they do put all these shots together, connected, like Crow,
He's warging.
White Walker, or Night's King, and then Bran with the warging. So
Yeah, and who's with him though?
That is I forget his name, but he is the Maester who was last at Winterfell with House Bolton. So he's basically the only Bolton survivor. This is the Maester, and clearly they need a Maester because Maester Lewin died in season 2. So
this is after he came back at Winterfell.
yes.
Then.
So Bran, look, there's the weirwood tree. So this is Bran this is Bran at Winterfell. I mean, you know, how else would he get a wheelchair? So he's got a wheelchair now, and so yeah, there he is. Proof he's back at Winterfell.
What up? Okay.
Someone in the comments remind me what the name of that Maester is. He was the Bolton Maester.
Okay. All right. Can we talk about
can we talk about this shot though?
Yes, we can.
Holy
Probably
mother.
the best shot of the preview.
Oh
yeah.
yes. Oh my god.
Yeah.
I lost my shit. I gotta say I lost my shit.
I was watching the trailer going, I was going, oh, this is good. Oh yeah, this is good. The music, oh yeah, this is, oh my fucking god, it's the sword, it's Beric Dondarrion.
Oh my god. Oh, Beric mother effing Dondarrion.
Yes. You can Samuel
man.
Jackson that phrase.
In the north. Oh, because we're gonna see in another shot.
Oh yeah, he's with Jon Snow and the Hound.
There, he's not there yet. But do we want to talk a little bit about him before moving on, or
that's a lovely fur coat he has. What do you think? Macy's? You think?
Hold on. Are you worried? Are you worried that he's?
I mean, I'm not worried. I don't love him, so as long as he goes in a sort of utilitarian sort of fashion, I'm fine with it. He's heroic. He looks cool. He can make his sword catch fire. That's awesome. If he dies,
Kenny, it was Maester Wolken.
Wolken, that's right. Thank you.
Thanks.
Shout out to
FR. DSDSFR.
Julie also coming in.
And Julie also said.
No.
So hold on. Any Azor Ahai connection here?
No. There's, I mean, people can say he's got the flaming sword. It's Lightbringer. No. He's Beric Dondarrion, although wouldn't that be the twist, right? It's the guy that nobody's been paying attention to. He was here the whole time. Our savior. No, I don't think so. But I mean, he looks cool.
So, okay.
Do you think that there would be like a connection to the
to the what?
What do we call it?
The myth?
The
prediction?
The prediction.
Of Azor Ahai?
Yeah.
No. That's what he was saying. He was saying that basically it's just him bringing the Lord of Light.
Yeah.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
He's not. Beric Dondarrion is not Azor Ahai reborn.
No, I didn't think he was, but I did wonder if it was a connection of like.
So we're gonna get to another.
He will be revealed.
We're gonna get to another scene where we see him with Jon and all that, and who they're surrounded with, and then I have some thoughts about this whole like light sword thing. Because
all right, cool.
Let's just be clear on something.
All right.
This is just a normal sword, right? It's not made with Valyrian steel.
No.
Bringing the Lord of Light mojo in it, right? Got it. Okay, we'll get back to that. Then I have some thoughts on this. Okay.
Euron.
Yes,
these are
Euron ships. You can see the Kraken on them are like weird sideways, and also they have a red dot in the middle of their forehead, and that's the sigil that Euron took, allegedly.
Allegedly.
that our info has given us. So yeah, those are all Euron ships. Those are the 1,000 ships that he built from the no wood that he found on the Iron Islands. That we still don't know how he built the ships, but there they are.
All right, let's move on.
So
Yeah,
that's
this is
them arriving at the
They're
King's Landing.
arriving at King's Landing. We think triumphantly. Remember the earlier scene where you were like, is this King's Landing? What is it? They're Lannister flags. Yes, it was King's Landing. There were gold cloaks in that scene, and they were cheering people. We believe, here's our theory, is that he has captured Ilaria Sand, the sand snake who is responsible for the death of Myrcella, and is bringing her in chains to Cersei. We also think, and this is just hearsay, but we think that to keep the crowds off of her ass, Cersei has needed to blame the blow-up of the Sept of Baelor on someone, and so she's going to blame terrorists. And what better terrorists to blame than Middle Eastern ones, right? So they're going to
went there.
So yes, so they're going to blame the sand snakes, and basically, so if they bring a sand snake, if he appears with a sand snake, or the queen of sand snakes, I guess is what she is. She's not technically a sand snake. She's the snake. If Ilaria Sand is brought in chains by Euron, then he is going to be welcomed with open arms. And I think that's what this is.
That would be after the Yara Ilaria scene.
Yes.
Then.
Oh yeah. That's after that scene, and that's after I think Yara and Euron have it out sword to sword on the ship. I do not know if Yara is also going to be in chains or if she is dead.
She's dead.
Another dead lesbian, though?
Don't blame America on this one, because homegirl ain't making it. You know, because what? We've never seen the whole trope of two women getting together, one of them dying, or both of them dying. We've never heard that. I'm just saying. That's putting it out there.
That would never happen, Americ.
That would never happen. That's ridiculous.
Not in my America.
Moving on. All right, this is just I just like this shot of the Unsullied. My only question is: this prior Dragonstone or the fight with the Lannisters? That's my only question.
I think it's prior to Lannister fight. I think it's prior to them trying to scale the walls and go after Casterly Rock.
Got it.
More shot. Oh, that's a nice shot too.
All right.
That's cool.
All right. Good. Keep going.
Still. Well,
Yeah. That's actually, yeah, there's another shot right after this. So this is interesting because the people opening the doors are also Unsullied.
Yeah, that's right.
So I think that's related to the earlier photo where we saw Grey Worm going through the So see, Kenny approves. Stamp of approval. So basically, Grey Worm goes in. So that they can kill the guards, open the doors so the big army
and let the floodgates in.
Yep. Let's go.
Victory.
Wait, when you know you're gonna win. There you go. Moving on. Views.
See, Danny again, Dragonstone not doing much because
they
can't
not
show much.
Right. They don't want to show. They don't want to show her in different locales. But yeah. I have a feeling that she's going to be in two very important locales that they haven't even hinted yet.
What are they?
I'll tell you later.
All right, let's move on.
When the locales pop up, I'll say, oh, by the way, I think Danny's there. Oh, by the way, I think Danny's there.
The other
this is Jamie, right?
This is Jamie. Yeah, there's another shot of.
Actually, I'll pull back on that a little bit. I don't believe Danny's there. I do believe a dragon is there. And theory might be Jamie becomes a dragon slayer. We'll see.
Oh. So do you think this shot where we see him
look at him
with here going in, and it looks like he's by himself, which tells me that the fight didn't go their way.
No.
Right? This might be the last hurrah. So you're right. This might either be
he may be looking at Tyrion. What if Tyrion is there? What if he thinks Tyrion is captured? Or what if he totally hates Tyrion now because Tyrion killed his dad? I don't know if that really makes sense, but it's possible.
And I don't want to go there, but I will go there.
Go there.
This might be the last scene.
It might
of Mr. Jamie Lannister.
It might.
As he's gonna just ride out.
Death by dragon. It's like death by cop, right? You're like expecting to die, so you're like, fuck it, let's do this. He's like, let's dance with dragons. Let's dance with dragons.
You know, if they're gonna kill the character, they're gonna give him a massively big scene, right?
Oh, yeah.
Or a really big.
Would
moment.
they give this to us in the trailer already?
Why not?
To like think, oh, maybe he's gonna die.
I mean, to be fair, I think. No, sorry.
That just ramps up our excitement. The Jamie fangirls like me are just going, oh my God, Jamie!
No. You know that. Kenny, you know this. You know that setting up a scene like this, consuming, costly.
Yeah.
And they're not doing it so that he can just run into an Unsullied, right?
No.
So I think there is going after like Tyrion, a dragon, or a big army, and this is like his last hurrah.
No.
So one of
no army. Army's been done. We did that with Jon Snow. This dude is dragon charging. I'm calling it right now. He's pointing that lance, and he's gonna try to take down one of the lesser dragons, not Drogon, one of the smaller ones, and he might do it. What if he dies and the dragon dies? What about that? Huh?
Here's a question.
Huh.
Got to King's Landing.
Yeah.
And Euron possibly has a dragon. Couldn't that actually be the dragon that Euron has helping King's Landing or the Lannisters fight?
No, but if you look at the last scene, the previous scene, like his people got
Everybody seems to be dead now.
Everyone's dead.
I think it's a dragon versus dragon situation.
I don't know. I'm just saying.
Your theories are ridiculous, Sandrine. I dismiss them out of hand.
I think that people are saying Euron's going to kill the dragon. Thinking you see Euron going to King's Landing, then maybe there's a dragon on both sides. I'm not sure.
Your theories make no sense.
We're
getting to the theory. All right.
The theory.
That poor dude
here's
upstairs.
No, there's a couple of shots.
All these people are dead. They're dead. He's not dead.
Actually, no, hold on. So there's a big explosion now, but later on, we're going to see another shot where we're seeing balls of flames coming on the ship.
Yeah.
If I'm mistaken, dragons do not produce balls of flames.
You're right.
So, that the Euron has actually, when they rebuilt the ships, he's actually mastered a way of attacking other ships with balls of fire, and that's why they're getting got.
That would be badass.
That would be pretty awesome.
Fighting
basically,
fire with fire,
controlling a technical dragon, not a real dragon. You know.
Right. That would be awesome.
That would be awesome.
Yeah. I just want to say that GG in the chat says, forget hashtag blame Americ. It'll be hashtag blame Kenny if a dragon dies.
Yep, exactly. Guys, hashtag blame Kenny. Let's get this hashtag going. Let's give Americ. Let's rise up with the hashtag
blame Americ, though. That'll never go away.
Let's move on to the next. Tormund. And this is his when he's fighting with, right, in the north.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
King White Walker situation.
Yeah.
That would make a lot of sense.
There's the charge.
Dragon. See, the dragon is with the Dothraki.
That may be the dragon that Jamie spears. Yeah. Right there. Because those are the Dothraki that are coming for the Lannisters. The Lannisters are waiting with their bows, right? And you're gonna have this huge clash where you're gonna get Lannisters versus Dothraki, and then a dragon is torching everyone. Is there someone riding that dragon, by the way? Can we tell?
No. I don't think there is.
All right.
I mean, it's possible. Like, there's this little.
There's a lump. But that's
right here.
That is a tiny ass lump.
I doubt it, though.
Yeah. So this is a solo dragon, which means, guys, all right, blame Kenny. But if I'm being truthful, I'm gonna sacrifice one dragon for Jamie, or an awesome Jamie death, because that would be awesome. He goes out taking down a dragon.
That could be pretty cool.
Who else?
That could be pretty cool for sure.
That would be bold.
All right.
There's Alba Gaga says that Astapor slaver ships use catapults that threw fireballs.
Oh, so maybe they.
Oh,
that could be interesting.
Yeah, so maybe good point. So maybe Euron has been doing the rounds sort of behind Dany, and all the people that are pissed at her, right? He's like, "Come fight with me. We'll take her in the rear."
The enemy of my enemy.
People in the chats are actually think there is someone riding the dragon. Like this tiny person.
This tiny,
very tiny person.
Yeah.
They said maybe it's Tyrion.
Oh
no!
With that,
no.
Oh. Yeah.
I doubt it. I shall doubt it. Let's move on.
It'd be amazing.
Come on.
Oh, sorry.
Let's move on.
I'm just like studying this.
Ah. Oh yeah. There your Americ. I think your theory's gonna bear fruit, my friend. I think that's it. They're looking at that going, what is shit?
Mother of
holy yeah. There's gonna be a bunch of bleep circles over her mouth, like bleep, 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 bleep.
The way they're being lit, some fire is coming their way.
Red ass fire coming down.
Yeah, this is not daylight.
It's not daylight.
This is not Here Comes the Sun. No.
Oh my God. Yeah.
Y'all, this season is gonna be crazy.
Yeah.
For sure. All right. So these are the balls of fire I was mentioning.
You're right. It's not a stream of fire. It's like burning pitch.
As bad, honestly. As bad as
all right, well, look, if the good guys lose this fight, blame Americ.
What?
You predicted this.
I thought we were all blame Kenny.
You just predicted this.
I said blame Kenny. I said blame Kenny.
Alba Gaga is just clarifying that they only meant that it was an existing naval weapon that Euron could use. Yeah, we got that. That's what we didn't think the ass support were in.
I love the comment from Julie Renninger saying, "Goodness gracious, great balls of fire!" That's the music that we'll use in the episode.
If only we had a music budget, Americ, we could just suddenly hit a button and start playing that song.
Best, all right. I'm just doing on. All right. Next up. Oh, this is just another shot of them getting. I think they're getting boarded. Go back.
Yeah, they're being boarded. That's a Kraken ship. Yeah.
Yeah. They're getting boarded.
This fight is going to be insane.
Mm-hmm.
I'm fearing for Yara, though. Boy, I am afraid for her.
I know. All right.
I hope she had some really good sand snake sex before this.
Oh God.
Jesus. Oh, so this is the Lannister fight, and what I thought was interesting with this setup is that I feel so the archers are behind, are up front, and you have the spears right behind the shields. Yeah. So they look like they're about to take on the Dothraki, or about to just land on them. I'm gonna call it. The guy on the left doesn't look too sure like he's gonna make it. I'm like not feeling this, guys. Are we sure?
Are we sure?
Are we sure? Anyways, go on.
I think Maverick Opinion says that there were some photos that showed Yara in chains in King's Landing. So,
did you see those?
I have seen photos of Ilaria in chains, but I have not seen Yara. That would be that.
Yeah,
well, okay.
Ilaria.
Then she survives that fight, I hope. Unless you're lying to me, son. Would you lie to me?
Yeah.
Why would Americ Opinions would never do this? Okay, finally!
Oh, yes.
I've been wanting to talk about this so much.
Oh.
Jon Snow, Beric Dondarrion, Tormund, we're assuming, Merry Band of Brothers.
Yeah.
Merry Band of Brothers, and what I can only assume are whites.
Yeah, those are all whites.
Yeah. So here's my thing. Like, this is bad, beyond bad. Like, this reminds me a little bit of the battle when they were surrounded by Ramsay's people. And they were like, you know, where everybody was just crowded together. This is just bad in the sense that they're yet again Jon in the middle of a pile, ready to get, you know, just ready to not survive this. I don't know.
Right.
Doesn't look too good. I think there are scenes later that you know go against that particular theory. So. Well,
I want to point one more thing out to here, and I can't even take credit for it. There's a YouTuber. Here I am promoting a different YouTuber. I'm sorry, HappyCool.
No. Terrible. It's all about promoting.
There's a girl named Val who runs a site called Because Geek, and and she pointed out that you see there is a cloaked person in the very background. There's a hood, right there. Yeah. See that?
This one.
And if you watch the video as it runs, he's moving too fast to be on foot. So they're thinking that's Benjen actually riding up on a horse, gonna maybe save the day. That's a possibility.
Okay, so here's my.
Who is that cloaked horseman?
Here's my other thing. Beric Dondarrion, killer sword, with just the light in it, and were to fight with a White Walker.
Yeah.
You know, whose swords typically would shatter normal swords.
Right.
Could he take down a White Walker with the power of the Lord of the Light?
I think that's going to be a question of faith, my friend. Is his faith strong enough to take down a White Walker?
I mean, I just think that would be so awesome that he couldn't.
Oh, right?
It's not if it's like you're going, you see the light, and everybody's like, "Yo, Lord of the Light gonna come! It's gonna be lit, literally." and then he fights the guy, and his weapon still gets shattered.
One
and
shot,
he's like,
the sword gets cut in half.
It would be so easy because then we would have 3 ways of killing White Walkers, which would be Valyrian steel, obsidian, and then the power of the Lord of the Light. Which, come on, I don't want that, but that would be awesome. Okay, let's next up.
To be fair, not that many people can
summon
the
Grey Worm.
They're like
about to get some
before he bites it. Probably.
And then he's gonna bite
the
it.
cliche is you get some, then you die.
Yep.
You're super happy, and then you die.
He's a virgin at this point.
This is even worse. That's like horror 101, right?
This is horror 101, and he's black. I'm just one that's gonna say it, right? Stereotype on this. If you're a virgin or if you're black,
Americ,
and you have sex, you gotta die.
Americ, who pointed out in that video months ago? Who pointed out that she was wearing his pin?
Yeah,
Americ pointed it out.
I did.
That was you. So blame who?
Yeah.
If Grey Worm dies, who? Blame.
Shut up.
We blame
Americ.
Shut up.
That's
You shut your face. You shut your face. All right.
Yeah. So in the previous trailer, there were when the pictures were released, there was a shot of Grey Worm having the brooch the
3
later on. Missandei had the same one in a later picture. And so thought maybe that means he died, and he's just wearing.
Let's move on so that we can answer.
To remember him.
So we can answer some question. All right, let's move on. No, we're just trying to cover some stuff as much as we can.
See, looking around again.
By himself, yet again.
Same perplexed, worried look.
Like, I really want to ride that dragon, though.
All right. Moving on. All right. Ah,
Ah.
this is the pits. Yes.
Yes.
I mean, all right. So,
Clegane Bowl
do you
is
also
confirmed. Clegane Bowl,
Clegane.
Clegane Bowl is confirmed. Confirmed. 100,000 fucking %. Clegane Bowl.
So hold on. Let's tell the folks who are watching us. Some of them might not know what Clegane Bowl is. I mean, some.
Okay.
Right?
All right. I will elaborate on this. Clegane Bowl is the fight that has to happen between little brother Sandor and older brother the undead Gregor. Gregor Stein or Franken Gregor or whatever you wish to call him. Sir Strong, I believe they're calling him in the books. I don't know if they've actually gone so far as to name him that in the show. They might have. That is most definitely Sandor. Some people said that no, that's that could be Braun. The way that his belt is the way that Braun belts his belt. No, those are Sandor's shoulders. Okay, I know that man's shoulders. That's his stance. That's his build. That is Sandor Clegane. They can't hide that from us. That is a Lannister soldier in the far back distance. You can't see it here, actually. It's a different shot, I guess. But this is the famed dragon pit, which means hopefully it means he made it out of the frozen north and got down south, because we think this is going to be in the finale. And if he is drawing his sword in the dragon pit of King's Landing, you know it's got to be some shit. And across the way, it's got to be his brother, Clegane Bowl, 1000% confirmed.
It's coming up. Avon. Oh, John with Davos. When could this be? I'm thinking this is Dragonstone.
That is Dragonstone. They're probably talking to Danny on the ramparts there.
Oh,
So White Walker with
Jon Snow. That White Walker is about to die.
Yeah.
well, because the first time they faced off, I don't know if it's the same. No, it's not the same guy. But the first time that he faced off with one, he got surprised that his sword stopped.
Yeah.
The White Walker's sword, and then he killed him because the other one was surprised as well. But this time, this is Jon knowing that he can fight them.
Yeah.
So they don't really stand a chance this time.
Yeah. He doesn't look like he's gonna get got for sure.
Yeah. He's not even a super important White Walker. He's a red shirt White Walker. He's dead.
Someone said that the red shield is the new is the red shirt in GOT.
The red shield is the red shirt. All right.
Yeah. So this is interesting. I think this is I initially thought it was White Walkers, but it doesn't look like that's what it is. It looks like Dothraki getting lit up.
No, I think they're just jumping through fire to look cool. I don't know.
This looks like people getting lit up.
That would be my theory about Jon having or controlling the dragon.
No, this looks like the dragons with the Dothraki lighting up the Lannisters. Because this doesn't look like they don't look like Dothrakis.
They do look.
Those are Dothraki. He's got an Americ there. The Americ is right there in his hand. You can see it.
Yeah. Okay, never mind.
They're Dothraki.
Moving on.
That's Theon.
And that's Euron.
No.
I don't know
on the left.
I think that's Theon. I think Theon survives the fight and is separate. You remember someone dives and dunks one of them in the water just as the fire goes roaring over the top of the water? Remember that scene from the first preview? I think the person that got saved is Theon. I think this is him afterwards on the beach of Dragonstone being upset, sad, something that his sister is gone.
Good call.
My prediction. I could be wrong.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. That makes sense.
You're on. Finally
about
see him.
to take down
Yara.
Yara or someone,
Probably. I don't know.
someone like. But,
He's got a crew cut now. That's kind of bad.
yeah, he got a haircut. You know, getting betrayed suits him.
Yes. Oh,
Danny's
at top. I didn't even see her until now.
Yeah, Danny's.
Sometimes the trailer goes by too quickly.
Yeah, you can't even see
You
it.
really need to like.
So this is Drogon.
Yeah.
When could this be going down? Right.
I think this is her showing off her dragon to Jon. People are like, "Oh, he's looking at Tyrion because it's the same location." That's not necessarily the case. And again, Tyrion would not look at Drogon like, "Oh my God, what are you?" He's seen Drogon 80,000 times. This is Dany. Look at the tilt of her head. She's showing off, and she's curious. I think that's Jon Snow, and I think that's Drogon taking a big whiff of the King of the North.
Actually, the next shot is a close-up.
Yeah. What's up, dragon?
Yeah. He needs
Does she not brush his teeth?
That's what I was gonna say. You know, it's important.
A little baking soda, you know.
Guys, if you're watching this, dental health is important. You know, really.
Very important.
Just teeth.
He needs to chew a little more. He doesn't get to chew that much.
Yeah, I know.
He's probably got chronic halitosis.
This is, I think, the Jon scene.
Yeah, that has to be prior to only 4 of them being left on that big ridge being surrounded by White Walkers, though. I think this happens before that because there's a lot more of them. And we can see Gendry because there's a dude with a big warhammer right there. See it?
Exactly.
Gendry.
Yeah,
warhammer.
I see it. All right. Next up, we have, I think... so this is like 3 shots back to back. And I wanted to... I'm thinking Jon Snow.
I'm thinking Jon Snow, and I'm thinking that is the horse that Benjen rode in on and gave Jon his horse and said, "Get out of here, young man," which possibly means everyone else died. But again, if Sandor made it out, what does that mean? Does that mean that...
Well, maybe at this point, we think he didn't make it out. And then he appears at the end.
Maybe, yeah. Maybe we're meant to believe that Sandor and the rest of them die, and that Jon is the only survivor, and he escapes on that horse. Because suddenly he's got a horse and nobody else does. Like, how would that happen?
People still don't believe him. Oh my God! I'm just saying. Back to my theory. This is actually prior to the confrontation, right?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah.
Just chop down someone.
Yeah.
Extra hard.
And you can tell he's like, yo, this is gonna be interesting. So in the comments, people have been calling this Hard Home Part 2.
Maybe, but here's something interesting. How they light the whole side on fire. Do we have a possible dragon appearance now, way up here in the north, to get all those fires going? Does Dany produce a dragon ex machina and rescue his ass?
It's a possibility. For sure.
Yeah. Or does Beric, with his flaming sword, just start lighting everything up?
I think that's it. That's the last shot.
That is it.
That is the last shot. Oh.
Wow, we only went 10 minutes over and didn't answer any questions. They better start asking questions. Let's go.
Well, yeah. We're going to try to do the questions a little bit fast because it's been an hour.
I think I've gone through, there's a lot of like
comments.
Comments on what we were talking
about. So we'll try to run through some of these questions fast. So of the chat. And did I miss something? Yeah, all right, never mind. Starts out with any book readers. I wanted to ask what alterations that they're better, or what are your favorites?
Better alterations. The Hound versus Brienne.
Better.
Better. Didn't happen in the books. Should have. It was great. Yeah.
All right.
I was watching that going, wow, they've really got this. They are riding this horse. I was like, okay,
all right.
Here we go.
Next question, again from JJ Russell. Do you think that the Maggie the Frog prophecy will come true in the way we expect regarding Cersei? And that's basically saying that the little brother
the Valancourt, the little brother will end up killing her. I still think so.
Yeah.
I still think so. They may not reveal that flashback this season, or they may reveal it next season. I don't know if they will go further with that. But again, I still, you know, we may have just witnessed Jaime's death, so it may not be Jaime. But maybe he survives and still lives to do it. That's still my vote. Of course, I want him to, you know, settle down with Brienne and get all together on a porch and just snipe at each other. But you all know that. That's my wish.
Berenica Plosienik is asking, do you think all the Starks will reunite before the end of the season 7? Additionally, what is your opinion on the theory that Sansa or Arya will kill Littlefinger?
I believe that some people are saying that they think Arya will kill Littlefinger, and this is because there have been pictures, we've talked about this, leaked of her having the Valyrian steel dagger that made the appearance in season 1 that the assassin showed up with and tried to kill Bran in his bed. That Catelyn wrestled with and wrestled the knife, and she got her hand all sliced up, and then Bran's wolf Summer came rushing through the door and tore out the dude's throat. And they finally figured out that, and Littlefinger admitted it was his dagger. He goes, "Oh, that's my dagger." So the dagger has somehow found its way back to Littlefinger's hands, and we've seen in pictures Arya in Stark garb with that dagger on her hip. So she got that dagger somehow. She either killed Littlefinger for it, or she found it somewhere stuffed in Winterfell. But I think she killed him. Now, people are like, well, she gets to kill everyone. Well, she gets Littlefinger too, you know. I would be a little disappointed if Sansa weren't responsible for his death in some way. But, you know, maybe she somehow plots with Arya to kill him. I would be satisfied in that sense if it's a plot of some sort.
Jorge Ordorica says, if this season is covering Euron, Dany versus King's Landing and White Walkers, what will happen in the last season? That I don't think this season will necessarily deal with the White Walkers completely. I think we've talked about it's going to be all about human against human, and then next season will be the final. We'll deal with final battle between humans and White Walkers.
I agree.
Yeah,
we will get some White Walker fights this season, but I think in season 8 we get the big White Walker war. We get World War Walker.
Okay, there you go.
Exactly.
JJ Russell with another question. 3 characters that are not your favorites, who would they be and why? Also, they must still be alive.
That are not my favorites?
Yeah.
Yara, so they don't kill the lesbian.
Okay.
You said 3, so Yara, she's not really my favorite. Bran, so he can keep telling stories. I love Isaac. Isaac is awesome.
Good
Bran
call.
is not in my top 5 characters though.
Yeah.
And I would say Hodor, but he held the door. So
yeah, I agree. Bran has this.
Davos.
You like Davos?
I like him, but he's not one of my favorites.
Oh, interesting. All right. Cool. No, I agree. Bran helps the story move along quite a bit. Well, I would keep a character, even if they're not my favorite, if they help move the story along, right? Quite a bit. I like that. Yeah, well, I'm down with that. I like your answers. We're going to stay with those. Move on.
Maverick Opinion says, do you think Bran will actual parentage to Jon, Sansa, and Arya? Yes. Well, at least to Jon.
Yeah.
I mean, he is there while he gets to Winterfell. So it would make sense that he would reveal what he found out.
Here's a theory. Here's a theory, and it's again, I got this from Val at Because Geek. But the scene in which Bran is in a wheelchair at the tree. What if Sansa is there, and what if that is the speech she gives to him, and then she's walking away from him? Maybe they have just had a fight. Maybe he revealed to her Jon's parentage, and that's why she's all conflicted now because he's a Targaryen. That's a possibility. I mean, how many scenes are we going to have in the Godswood? Are we going to have like 4 scenes in the Godswood?
There's not that many episodes. But speaking of episodes, I have a question for you, Kenny.
Sure.
Do you know if we're just going to have regular 1 hour episodes?
They're a little
the episodes this season are going to be long. There's only one episode, I believe, don't quote me, I think there's only one episode that clocks under an hour. Might be 2. But every other episode goes about an hour and 15, hour and 20, and I believe the finale is an hour and a half. Huh. So we have some long Thrones watching to be doing this season.
Next question from Aginti Shina. What do you think Arya's purpose is now? Is it simply a vengeance? Is it simply vengeance or something else?
That's a good question because she's gone down such a dark road. It's hard for me to sort of pull her up from this dark nosedive she's been in. I don't know how she stays story-wise relevant. I mean, do you retire her? Do you say, okay, no more killing? I mean, does she become the Sansa's hand of the queen? Does she become like the Queensguard captain? I mean, there are a number of things that can happen. It's really going to depend on who survives. If she doesn't survive, then the question is moot. If she does survive, then we'll see. But in my view, in the story, it's been such a dark path for her. How do you come out of that as a normal person without some severe PTSD or something?
For sure.
Mia, just kind of give the minutes for each episode.
Nice.
So episode 1 is 59 minutes. Episode 2 is 59 minutes. Episode 3 is 63 minutes. Episode 4 is 50 minutes. Episode 5 is 59 minutes. Episode 6 is 71 minutes. And episode 7 is 81 minutes.
81 minutes? Damn.
1 minute finale.
Yeah.
That's crazy. That's a movie.
That Clegane Bowl is going to be huge.
Be lit.
Thanks.
Next question from JJ Russell again. Do you think Cersei will learn about the White Walker's threat before she inevitably dies?
She will learn about it, but I don't think she's going to give a shit about it.
Yeah, I don't think she's going to care. Yeah, I'm with you.
She's like, whatever.
Yeah.
Fairy tales from the north. I don't care.
Jorge Ordorica is asking, so is it possible we're getting a big-ass battle scene in every single episode? I doubt it. It's expensive.
Not every single episode. But there are going to be a lot of big-ass battle scenes.
You're going to have, like, big moments for sure.
Yeah.
Because,
Season's going to be mad.
Okay, so JJ Russell again. Did you guys hear about the actor playing Euron Greyjoy saying he'll make Ramsay Bolton look like a baby or something to that effect?
Yeah, something to the effect of, he's going to be hated more than Ramsay, which I doubt.
I feel like Euron is not as bad as Ramsay.
You don't know. Well, we don't know. In the books, he is seriously bad. But Ramsay, I still think is worse. You could debate either way. Euron is pretty hardcore though. Like he'll remove tongues and entrails and just have people hanging on the front of his ship in the nude for days. He's not a nice guy, but boy, you're really shooting for the stars if you want to be worse than Ramsay.
Well, I torture people. Well, I hung them on my boat. Well, I.
Yeah, y'all need to chill.
Maverick Opinion says, "What if the doctor shows up in his?" Oh wait, wrong show. I like that. Doctor Who. Oh my God! If there was a Doctor Who,
chill. We don't have time for this. We don't have time for your nerding about this. All right. The question, JJ was all the question, by the way.
Which episode? JJ hogging up all our time, but I love it.
Yeah, which episode for the 2 remaining seasons do you think will be the episode 9 equivalent, right? Is it going to be... So this is 7 episodes this season?
Yeah. 7.
So is it going to be episode 6?
6 next season.
The new episode 9?
6, 7.
Yeah.
Well, you know what? Being that episode 7 is so long, I think it's going to be episode 7. Because last season, the finale was the big one, right? There was no finale. There was no, season. There was no episode 9 and then a cool down. It was the finale and it was the bomb, literally. I think we're going to have the same thing with this one.
Got it. Let's see. Trying to get some new questions. This is very difficult.
I have a question.
Yeah.
Again from Maverick Opinions. Do you think, in addition to riding a dragon, will John be able to commune like Danny did in Slaver's Bay, like call one to help him fight the walkers? That's
a theory that people are thinking, that when he's on the thing, he's calling a dragon. So possibly, it's possible. Look, they've opened the door by saying he is a Targaryen. They've opened the door for all sorts of John and the Dragons type stuff happening. So if you say John plus dragon equals something, I'm going to say, yeah, there's a good chance.
Jorge Ordorica is asking theories on how John and company are going to survive the scene of them being surrounded by whites.
Dragon X Machina.
Dragon.
Dragon X Machina. Oh God, dragons save everything. Dragons are OP at AF. Okay. Alba Gaga, does Beric's sword catch fire by itself, or does it light up from an external flame?
Yeah, people answered later on, but we can answer.
It's basically he lights it up with
Lord of Light.
Lord of Light to help him.
Yeah, in the first time we saw him with Sandor, he had to cut his palm with it, and then the blood, he ran his hand up the blade, and it lit the blood. His fiery blood lit it. I don't know if he needs that anymore. If he's advanced to 7th level cleric of R'hllor, I think you can automatically, as a swift action, you can light your sword. You can take a standard action and then a 20-foot move. No?
Okay, so for those of you who don't know, Kenny just sort of has lost it and has reverted back to his DM self. So
I just D&D statted out Beric Dondarrion's next round. But I did not give him a free action, did I? No.
I know.
Did I get a free action?
I just want free actions. Plus 20.
That's your goal. Everything's a free action for you.
Yeah, everything's a free action.
Babylonia asks, is Jorah, in your opinion, cured?
I think we will see him cured, yes. I think they will find a cure for Jorah.
JJ Russell, who do you think will be the first major death in season 7? I'm going to call it right now, Tyrion.
What?
I called it. It's gotta be him. You?
Blame Americ.
Oh,
come on, commit.
Capital letters. Blame Americ. There's no. We've been taking English for granted for too long. He won the Emmy in season 1, and we just forgot about him from that point, just assuming he'd always be there for us. Well, when he's not there for us, you're gonna be sorry.
Listen, I'm not saying I want him to die. I'm saying because we've had very few of him, in multiple different scenarios. Not because those shots don't exist, because homie dies episode 1. I called it.
I don't know. What? How would he die though? They're like, in what circumstances?
Yeah.
They're just getting dragon stone. I feel
does
like
a dragon tail accidentally wipe him off the cliff, and he just goes, ah! I mean, come on. You gotta give me a scenario where he dies.
They didn't. They showed everyone in so many different places. They showed John in 10 different places. Danny in multiple different places.
No, in just one place.
John, no. They showed him.
Danny.
Danny, no.
She was always in Dragonstone.
Was she only in Dragonstone?
We see him arrive with her. We see Tyrion with her arrive her room, and we see her in front of the cave. That's it. That's all we see of her.
Maybe because Tyrion is busy riding that dragon. Maybe that's what the deal is.
Or busy being dead.
Or busy being dead. I refuse. I refuse to go there, Americ. No. No.
Look, man.
Golly, Jamie. I think if you want to shock people, though, you could. If you killed Daenerys, that would be like
no, that would be ridiculous.
That would be like people like what?
Like you don't like your show. That's what you don't like your show. You're like, oh, fuck this show.
Right. Yeah. They killed Danny. People going fuck the show.
Yeah. No. Arya has been sitting multiple. No.
1 says first death will be extra number 54.
I agree.
Hashtag
a
shush.
red shield. A red shield. It's gonna be a red shield.
Is what they say.
Okay. Let's do a couple more questions and then we're gonna wrap it up.
All right.
Adeline Emily is asking, do you think Danny's going to let John bring a team in to mine Dragon Glass? No, because I don't think she believes it.
The what?
Right. And then
yeah,
maybe she gives them a small bit to go test it out. Say, okay, here's your dragon glass. Here's a little bit. Go north of the wall. Bring me a White Walker.
She might need that.
A queen would be like, bring me a White Walker. Where is my White Walker?
Alba Gaga is asking, if Euron does get control of a dragon, will Bran wrest control by warging into it?
That would be badass.
That would so.
I want to see it.
I don't think Bran is anywhere near.
No, a dragon is going to need to come to Winterfell for Bran to warg into it.
Yeah.
It could happen if Jon takes a dragon for a flight. He's like, hey, let me show off to Sansa even more than I already have. And he flies to Winterfell. Hey, sis, who's king in the north? Who? Me. King in the... Say it. King in the north. King in the north.
King in the north.
All right, guys.
Allison Abarca says, do you think that it is a possibility of having a dragon turn into a White Walker?
Yes, I do. And I think we will see it. I don't know if it will be this season. How do you resist that? Right?
It has to be part of the World War Walkers, right?
Yes, the World War. Yes, you'd think that they would save that for the big one. But didn't Americ suggest that we might see a undead giant though?
Yeah.
That I would totally see that. And more I'm thinking about it, you know, the way they panned the image in the previous trailer where it looks like they're looking up.
Right.
So we know it's a kind of hard home situation surrounded by white, looking up. So there might be a giant in there, or we might be talking about ice dragon. So giant or ice dragon, either way, I'm cool.
But now here's something interesting that we've read also about this scene, is that that circle of warriors runs out onto a lake of ice, a frozen lake. And what do you do? What does silence phone? What does any show or movie do when you have a frozen lake?
Cracks and
it cracks,
everybody falls in it,
and something gigantic comes out of it, like an undead dragon, right?
Yeah.
Like fucking Jaws, man.
No fucking Jaws on ice. Jaws on ice.
Jaws with wings. What's more terrifying? Come on.
Holy.
If that happens, blame Kenny.
Adeline Emily, actually, and this I think should be our final question. Adeline Emily says, wait, so if the White Walkers can reanimate horses, can they reanimate dragons?
Isn't that
that is what I'm saying. Yes. I think so.
Yeah. Reanimation.
The real
Mia
question
says
is,
that-
can they breathe fire if they're reanimated? Is there still that inner flame if they've got that cold running through them? Or do they now breathe ice?
Maybe it's gonna be Ice Baby up in this bitch. You know?
Ice Baby.
Says that she thinks the last shot of the season will be a shot of an ice dragon.
Oh, that would be
That would
awesome.
be pretty cool.
No, I think the last shot of the season is gonna be the wall falling.
Oh. We should do a poll, guys. You should do a poll.
With an ice dragon.
Bringing
Can we
it
do a
down.
poll in the comments? Like when you post it up, can we just have a poll what the last shot's gonna be?
Exactly. I will put that as a card. What do you think the last?
What's the last shot that we see of season 7 leading into season? Because it's got to be. We have to, because season 5 led into 6. It was such a downer, and then season 6 was such an uplifting season.
Yeah.
I think we're gonna have. I think this has to be, in many ways, this has to be the downer season. Maybe not in quite such a way, or maybe worse. Maybe it's more of a downer. Maybe we're left with like 4 people by the end of this season. We're like, oh my God.
I completely agree with you, because I think, because we know that the next season, season 8, is going to be the last season. They have to end season 7 where things are so dire that it looks like, oh my God, how are they going to survive it?
Right.
And then they're going to make us wait another year.
A year and a half. They don't even know. They don't know when season 8's coming.
That's ridiculous. The show is getting out of hand. We will all die of all
They're laughing on their throne, their iron throne, counting their gold coins. Foolish mortals.
Fools, I say. All right, guys. I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
Yeah.
This has been I think it's fair to say this is our longest live stream we've ever done. Period. I feel like we've lost a sense of what's out there, what civilization looks like.
We've lost half the
we
audience.
appreciate all of you who actually hung out with us all throughout.
It's been really fun.
It's been awesome.
I'm so excited. I feel like I'm impressed.
Yeah.
The fact that it's coming back.
I know. If there's another trailer before the premiere, we're probably gonna do another live stream, right? We can somewhat commit to this. Yes. But otherwise, we will definitely see you for our first review of Game of Thrones when it comes back. Thanks, Kenny. As always, we shall see you. # blame Kenny. Kenny, let's make it happen, guys.
Blame Americ.
All right, guys. Bye. Bye.